Oh my God, it is cold. Look where we're going. Tell me what can I say? Oh God, I can't sing that song anymore. It's gonna say when. I need to get a jacket or something. It is cold. Hey, how are ya? It is so cold outside. Hey, T Jones. Hello. Hey, Vanessa. It started to cool down, yeah, because it rained yesterday and today here. And it started to get really, really cold now. Like I just said, I was out here earlier and I didn't have a jacket on. I was like, okay, I'm cool. I could do this. Hi, Rosalind. And I could do this or whatever. And then now I'm out here and I'm like, wow, it's cold. I've been glowing. Thank you. Thank you. I have no makeup on today. Usually I have makeup on. I try to like doll myself up before I come on camera, but today I was just like, no, I'm just gonna get on for a few minutes because I haven't been on for a little bit. I'm like, let me just say hi to y'all. Hi, Judy Jamie, you're a newbie. Well, welcome. Welcome to the room. Yeah, we have fun and we talk about all types of stuff. So I wanted to come on because, of course, the full moon is tomorrow. I already am feeling the full moon energy already, but that's just me. And you, you noticed it too. Oh, thank you. It's just self care, self care, nourishing my body, my soul, my spirit. Yeah, the full moon is tomorrow, and on top of that too, we're experiencing a Lionsgate that's coming up. Well, it's every year, which is on August 8th. And also, my anniversary is coming up for time I rededicated my life to Jesus, and stuff like that. So it's a very pivotal time. And I'm a Leo moon, so this full moon is supposed to affect me greatly, like the moon, and yeah. Yes, I'm a Leo moon. So you know us Leo moons, we like to show out. Leo moons are very big about their presence. They usually most Leo moon people they have a big presence. Like even if they're subtle, they still have a big presence. So I'm a Leo moon, and then I'm a Scorpio sun, but like a lot of my placements are in Libra. I have a lot of Libra placements, which makes a lot of sense because like I try to be very diplomatic for the most part. Like I try to, I'm more of a person that I weigh things out first before making like a fact. Because it's like okay, like just make a decision. But I'm like, no, I got to see it from both sides first, and then I make my decision. So there's that. So if you guys would like a psychic question, it's $15 for one question, $22 for two. I do a set payment via PayPal at houseofstars@live.com. So it is Sunday. Um, how much? What did you guys do this weekend? My weekend has been filled with a lot of things. I did over my hair, guys. I did passion twist. It's so dark out here you can't see it. I did passion twist, and they're long. They're like 24 inches. So like the back is like just above my ass. And I haven't done my hair that long in a very long time, but I was like, you know what? Let me try something different. And then finally, because we've gotten to phase 3 in Toronto, I got my eyebrows done, which I'm happy with that. And I went and got my nails done too. Just, in my little Ashun tea, my little Asha vibes. It is cold out here. Like, I just want, usually, like, nowadays, if I want peace, the only way I can get peace is if I sit in front of my house. Because, like, wherever I'm at, especially if I'm on video and Ocean sees that, it's a problem. But I think is the full moon is kind of affecting him too. And he's, well, it always affects him. But he's also, I think he's going through a growth spurt as well. Because, you know, I've been getting better with him with the bedtimes and stuff like that. And now I notice that he's been staying up late. Let's say you're a Virgo. Can you also be a Virgo moon, Virgo sun? No, you can. It's just like your placements just is all based on when you're born. Like, I know, so I met a person that was like Cancer moon, Cancer sun, Cancer rising. Literally. Like, they were Cancer all the way through. So, you know what I mean? But it just all depends on, you know, the placements of like where the planets on that day. You know what I mean? So when I was born, how the places were, I'm a Leo moon, and my rising is Sag, and my sun is Scorpio. But that makes a lot of sense because like I have like very like, I would say for myself, like when most people meet me, they're surprised that I'm a Scorpio because they're like, okay, like you don't come off as one, and you know, because most Scorpios you meet sometimes are really intense, and yeah. Your time of birth. Well, you can get a guesstimate. Like, if you do it at 12 p.m., you can get a guesstimate. Because I don't know exactly when I was born. I just know I was born in the morning time around 10 o'clock. And there's not much change during that time. Oh, okay. Awesome. Yeah, so there's not much change during that time. So, yeah. But I don't know exactly. Because in Canada... I know in America, like if you have a birth certificate, it says your time of birth on it. It's not like that in Canada. In Canada, it doesn't say your time of birth. But in the States, I believe in America, on your birth certificate, it does. You think I give Scorpio vibes? I do. I think like, yeah, but I feel like I'm very Scorpio. The only thing that's not, like, I'm not, where I'm like the jealousy part comes in, I'm more jealous in love and like, more jealous, like, as in possessive with people I love. You know what I mean? But not exactly. But, like, you know, I'm possessive with people I love. The possessive side, the loyalty aspect, everything like that. But being super secretive, not exactly. I wouldn't regard myself as being that secretive. I feel like I could be a little bit more fucking secretive. Sometimes I'm a little bit too open. Because I'm just like, whatever. You know? But, like, yeah. You think so? Okay. You know, it's how you see yourself is different how others see you, right? So I really don't know how people perceive me. I just see myself to be a certain way. But, yeah. But Miss NYB, what's your question? Ask your question. Let's get to it. Because I don't think I'm going to stay on too long today. I think I'm going to stay on, like, maybe 45 minutes or so. Just because I want to get Ocean to bed and everything like that. And all that good stuff. I got some laundry to do, so I'm not gonna try to stay on too long. But I felt like I should come on because I haven't been on in a while, or at least it feels like that. Because I think I was on maybe sometime last week, but it feels like I haven't been on forever. But it's whatever. I've been seeing stuff in front of my house, like everything, like it's like the leaves and plants are shape shifting. Are Scorpio difficult to date? Yes. Oh my God. Let me tell you. I've only heard the most worst horror stories in life from about dating a Scorpio man. Scorpio men, they're very secretive. And the thing is with them is that they're very solid. So like you could be with a Scorpio man and like you're content. You think you're the only woman. You think that like everything is great, like we're falling in love, da 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 da, and then like 6 months down the line, you'll find out that he's married with like 4 kids, and like you're already done been in love, like, and it's like they're so secretive and they're so solid with it. Yes, I will. Before this, they're so solid with it that it's like. It just like when you find out the truth about them, you have to go back. It's like, it's mind blowing because you have to go back and be like, okay, what was true and what was false? You know what I mean? and as you can tell, I've dated a Scorpio man, and I like, and what my interpretation of it is not just because of the man that I dated, but like literally just the man, just even experiences like friends, clients, everything that have dated Scorpio men. It's like, whoa, if a Scorpio man is in that anybody's business, I tell you. Yes, I went plain this time, and I didn't get them that long, but they were just as long as others. But I didn't get them that long, and I got them plain. Yeah, because I couldn't decide on the color. I did yellow last time, but this time I was like, let me just keep it basic. Okay, let me go back. Okay, so Miss NYB, will I move into my own place before the end of this year? I think it's possible. I think you're in a better financial place than you were when you initially thought about moving out. So I definitely feel that you can actually make it happen. I feel like around October is the time where you are either is I don't know if it's that you move out in October, but I know definitely during that time you were definitely searching. But it doesn't feel like you have to look that long or that hard for the right place that you would want. And it feels like it's it's decent too. Decent in price. Like rent or whatever. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Did you just get one question, Miss NYOB, or did you get two? Yeah, Scorpio women. I haven't met so many Scorpio women ever. There's like, okay, like it's weird because, okay, so what? Okay, perfect. So I personally have met, I find I get along really well with earth signs. Like me and earth signs usually are like two cross fingers. You know what I mean? But then obviously like I've been exploring being around water signs or dating water signs. But I don't think I'm compatible with water signs. I just don't. Like, I just don't. Whenever I've ever talked to a water sign, it's always been fucking catastrophe. Like but one thing about us, I think, Kevin got me a book, guys. He bought me a book called How to Be a Christian Witch. I haven't started it yet, but I will be starting it soon. I really want to just sit down and just take in a read. It's by Valerie Love. She's on YouTube too. I think like she's a YouTuber. So I'm gonna start off on that book. But I'm very grateful that my Kevin Love got me a book. I'm very grateful and appreciative of that gift. But hi Venus. Yes, I am taking questions, Venus, but I set payment through PayPal. So the link is in the description box, and it's $15 for one question, $22 for two. But yeah, I have, oh, thanks, Sati. I have, gonna look into that. But I've explored water signs, and I'm just like, I don't know if water signs are for me. Perfect, Danny. I don't know if they're for me. It's funny because my son's dad's a water sign. My son's dad's a Cancer. So my son's dad and I made an earth sign. Yeah, my son's dad's a Cancer. If you purchase, put 750. Yeah, because 750 and 750 would make 50. Oh, you said 15. Oh yeah, so you said $7. Yes, you said $7. Sorry. There go my math. A Christian witch. I would pretty much say I identify as being Shango Baptist. So that's what I identify as. That even though I'm a Christian, I do believe Jesus is my Lord and Savior. I also do have synchronicities with the Africans in African spirituality as well. So I feel like that's like the window that I fall under. It's just like it's all come together. But I love, you know, it's me. It's just like everything's about the Most High at the end of the day. It is. Okay, Vanessa, you paid for two. Okay, so who paid first? Okay, I guess I'll take Lati, then I'll take Danny, and then I'll take Vanessa. Because I'm not getting the notifications of who paid first or whatever. Hello, AB. I'm not getting the notifications of who paid when. So, Lati, what's your question? Are we doing trivia? Oh my gosh, yes, we're gonna do some trivia. I completely forgot about trivia. We're gonna do some trivia. This is also very educational for y'all too. So, should we, okay, before my father passed away years ago, he called like a day or two before and I didn't get to speak to him. So that has been on my mind and heart ever since. What did he want to tell me or have for me? What is his name? Because I don't know why the name Michael just popped into my mind when I was just breathing in. But what was your dad's name? I could be wrong because there's a lot of energy in this room right now. But I'm like, I breathed in, I'm like, Michael. I'm like, where did Michael come from? Um, I feel like he wanted to tell you that he loved you. There was something that he wanted you to arrange or take care of for him. Um, but I don't know why. It's funny because it's like your spirit always knows you're gonna go before like you actually know. And it's because I almost get the sense like when I see him wanting to call you, his heart was like heavy, like almost like I need to say everything I need to say right now. Like I feel like I need to make her know this. He's like, I feel like I needed to make her know this. Because I don't know why I feel like before your dad died, like, or during the time that your dad passed, you were kind of going through a difficult time in your life. I think, I don't know why I keep on seeing, like, I keep on hearing transition through adulthood. You know what I mean? Hello? Yes. It's like transition to, through, yeah, because I just see a heavy heart. And I feel like he just wants to say everything he needs to say and get it off of his chest. Um, but I feel like, yeah, cause okay, that makes sense. It's like quarter life crisis. Cause I feel like it's like transition is like a transition in adulthood. Like you're going through some time, and I feel like, ooh, I just got chill. Ooh, I feel like right now he wants you to know that he loves you. Was your dad hard on you? Like, was your dad a kind of dad? I want to say hard. He was a kind of father that I feel like it was like he almost had a poker face when it came to certain things. You know what I mean? It's like you never really knew if he was really proud of you or not. Not like he really shown, yeah, that much disdain, but he's just like, I want you to know that I was proud of you, like, for everything you did. Like, he never thought that he would have a daughter like you. Like, I don't think, like, I don't know how he was raised or, like, what kind of trials and tribulations that he went through, but like you being born, you being his daughter, like you just being in his life gave him this sense of looking at life, like life threw me another chance. You know what I mean? I don't know why he's showing me like you dancing. Like, did you used to take dance or like did like a recital or something? Because I don't know why I see like dance, like tutu, like dancing or something like that. But this is when you were younger. Cause I was seeing like a little girl. Like almost like at a performance. Like say like you do like it's like a Christmas performance. Yeah. It's like that's when he used to see you do that, it's like he that's what he felt the most proudest of you. Like he was like those moments made me proud. You know? Um But he just wanted to let you know. Of course, there's like a lot of mundane stuff in there, but he just wants you to know that he loves you, and he wanted you to know he loved you, and that he was always proud of you. And like, you don't understand how much you being born saved his life. That's the message that I have right now. That's what he wanted you to know. And he'll be there when the child's born. That's what he just said. What's your next question? Yeah, he said he'll be there when the child's born. Okay, that's okay. Yeah. I know! I'm not smoking. I'm just scratching my chin. I'm not smoking. Sorry, I just did a mediumship, and whenever I do mediumships, I have to smoke. I just scratched my chin. Who else got a question? Was it Vanessa A and then Danny Girl, right? Vanessa A and then Danny Girl. Throw your hands up. Love is the new money. Christina, you didn't get a question. Okay, Danny Girl, what's your question? Throw your hands up. Love is the new money. I don't know if his name was Michael. I just breathed in and I heard Michael. And I was like, whoa. Throw your hands up. Oh, you just said for one. Okay. So it goes Danny Girl. And then it goes Miss NYB again. And then it goes Christina. Danny Girl, what is your question? What is your question? Love is the new money. I'm chilling with 100 and the money. Oh. Oh, yeah, Vanessa. Yes. Okay, sorry. Danny Girl, Vanessa, Miss NYB, then Christina. Hey, so my question is, what career will I have? I'm currently in college. What career will I have? I'm currently in college. I feel like it has something to do with design. I don't know why I feel like it has something to do with design of some sort. Because I'm just literally seeing, like, you know, like when in design school, when you have those, like, tables that have, like I just see, like, almost like a structure thing right now. Like, okay, so you know in design school, you have those tables and they have, like, the metrics on it and it has that little crop thing on it. Like, I just saw something like that. But I'm not sure if it's fashion design per se, but I don't know. I got design. What are you currently taking in school? Love is the new money. I'm just chilling with 100. Business administration. Wow. Okay. I don't know why I feel like you might get into something with design. Tana Taylor, We Got Love. I love that song. That's my song right now. And Made It by Her is my song too. Her little graduation song she came out with. I like that jam too. But I don't know why I'm seeing that. I'm just seeing that table. Like, I feel like you might get into, like, an interior design. Like, you'll do good in business administration, but I feel like you're a person that you need to have a little bit of freedom in. You like structure within. You like freedom within structure, but I don't know why I saw that table. I could be wrong, but I feel like you might end up getting into design. Yeah. Yeah. Vanessa, what is your question? Throw your hands up. I don't know. Girl, if you want to get on OnlyFans, do your OnlyFans thing, girl. Shit. I ain't hating on nobody getting their guap. But just do what you're comfortable with and what you can say at the end of the day you're proud of. Okay. Stop lying. Shut up, Tamika. So Tim M is my sister, guys. I've never seen my sister in a live, which is so funny. I'm starting to talk to a new guy, a Virgo, and I'm nervous since he's a Virgo. Oh, will it go anywhere? Yeah, that's my younger sister. Yeah, I feel like it will go somewhere. Like, I feel like okay, this is why I say I think it could go somewhere. Because I feel like he's open to actually having a relationship. Okay? He does have some bad habits, and he does, I keep on feeling something with his mouth. Like, I mean, like, I feel like sometimes he could say some shit that's not too quaint. Like, so, too great. But I could see it going somewhere because he's actually looking for a relationship. So it's like, I just feel like you're going to have like a great deal of patience with him. Because I don't know why I feel like he has a way to him. Like, he likes to go on tangents. And when he goes on tangents, he says things that are ignorant. And that may turn you off a bit. So that's something to look into. But, you know, get out how you live. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, my sister was just here. Yeah. Did you get one question, Vanessa, or two? Okay. What's your second question? And I think it's Christina after. Throw your hands up. Love is the new money. I'm just chilling with the hundreds. Get it how you live. That's all I'm saying. I want to get some loving this much shit. I get a number 3. So within 3 days or 3 weeks. I think so. I think it's possible. I think it's possible. But I don't know, girl. Maybe with somebody you already know. Like, I don't know if it's the new guy. Is the new guy, does he live close to you or is he at a distance? Because I don't know, I feel like some distance with the new guy. I'm on a dry spell. Okay, yeah, I felt distance with him. It's not impossible for him to come and see you unless he has car problems or he, you know, your transportation or something. But yeah, it's a possibility. Can you tell me if I have conceived this current cycle or... Oh, Glossy Scorpio, in order for you to get a question, it's $15 for one question and $22 for 2. And I accept payment via PayPal. But I typically don't answer pregnancy questions. Because I'm going to be frank. Like, I can pick up pregnancy in people's energy. But, like, it's not like I can say if I know if it's definite happening in the moment. Like, I had a client recently... Actually, I read her like maybe a couple weeks ago, and I was picking up pregnancy for her. I'm like, you know, because I could sense that maybe timeline wasn't gonna work, and I'm like, I picked up pregnancy for her, and literally like she was already pregnant when I was talking to her, and I didn't know. I just knew that like what we were talking to was kind of talking about was future tense, and I was like, oh yeah, like, you know, just be careful, you don't want to get pregnant or whatever, that. But she was already pregnant when I was talking to her, and I had no idea. So. I hope it's in 3 days. Hey, you gotta get it in, girls. It's good to get it in. But I'm getting ready to go on like a dry spell again. I think I need to do that, like to cleanse, purify, and like just abstain from sex for like as long as I can. What is a dry spell? Meaning like you haven't had sex in a very long time. In that context. That they're talking about is that they haven't had sex in a long time. But I want to go, like, I haven't, the longest I went without having sex was almost 2 years, and that was 8 or 9 years ago. What's a good time? I don't know. There's no such thing as a good time. But I always 3 years for me. Wow. I don't know if I could go 3 years, huh? Maybe I could probably now in my life now, but would I want to? No. I was thinking a good 9 months. I was thinking like 9 months. I think 9 months would be a good time to go on a dry spell and not have any intercourse at all. Cleanse myself from the inside out. All right, who's the last? Oh, yes. And you got raw and risky behavior after. I know that's right. Oh, wow, I'm a natural at that sport. Kevin. Okay, Miss NOIB, what's your last question? I got 10 minutes left, and I want to 10 to 15 minutes left. And I want to get into what's channeling what this full moon is going to have to offer, because I want to know too. After August, yeah, I'm going pro. I know that's right. I know if that is right. Will your apartment be by Chesapeake, Maryland, in Maryland, or somewhere else in the DMV area? I think it'd be close to the area that you want. I'm not sure if it's gonna be exactly in the area, but it'll be as close to the area that you are thinking of. Wherever it is, I feel like it's like the rent is like good price. Well, in comparison to what I know rent to be, considering I live in Toronto and rent's crazy. But it feels like it's a good price. Love is the new money. I'm just chilling with the homies. Yes. Oh yeah, Christina's question. After I answered Miss everybody's Christina's question, and then we'll go to the celebrity question. Then we'll get into what this full moon has to offer, and then I'm gonna sign out. Mm. So, okay. I'd like to know what spirit guides want me to know about my current work situation. The first thing they're saying to me is like, you need to come to a decision of what direction you want to go, because it's almost like spirit can't really work on really getting you something because it's like you're not even standing on a road. You know what I mean? So it's almost like, how can I throw you like one of those donut things in the water? How could I throw you like a beacon? I think it's a beacon. How could I throw you a beacon, but it's like you're not even in the water that you need to be. So they're saying to you, like, you have to ask yourself what idea, what kind of job, what would be the ideal fit for you and what you're looking for. It doesn't necessarily have to be in context, like what kind of job, but just like what money are you looking to make? Like what kind of hours do you want? Like what kind of environment you're looking for? Like they want you to start thinking about those things first. Second thing is, of course, they really want you to stay when it comes to something that has to do with your art. So I don't know, maybe you can get into doing like, you know how they do like those sip and wine and sip, whatever the case may be. You probably could look into doing something like that part-time. Yes. And then right, there you go, Gina. And I feel like it's like, look into things that where you are using your art, because I think it's like for them, because like your crown chakra and your third eye is open and it goes through phases where it gets imbalanced. It's like they want you to be able to channel your art in some way, because you channeling your art, whether it's doing makeup, painting, whatever the case may be, actually keeps it clear. So it's doing something like that. Effectively, what I actually think you're going to end up doing, I think you're going to get into something that has to do with beauty. I don't know if it's like, for example, like now, like, you know where you've worked before, but say like you go more into like department store, you know what I mean? Like working at a department store kiosk, is kind of like the vibe that I'm getting. Um, but I'm also seeing like they're saying look into alternatives on the side as well. Like keep yourself. This season, especially moving into next year, they want you to get into the space of keeping yourself busy. You know what I mean? Like is this some? You know how the saying goes? Like devil finds work for idle hands. It's like keep yourself busy so you're not sitting and thinking too much. So that's what I see, Christina. That's the message they have. Love is the new money. I'm the raccoons are here now. Throw your hands up. We got love, love, love. You better believe it. I hope you received that message, Christina. Amen. All right. I didn't watch Black is King yet. I didn't watch it. I've seen snippets of it and it looks gorgeous, but I haven't watched it. I have not. I don't know. I love Beyonce. Like I can respect Beyonce's art craft and what she does, but sometimes I have a complex about her. I have a complex about her, but I definitely wanted to see it. I wanted to see the symbolism and just what would appear in there. Hmm. Interesting. So Kevin, what's your celebrity psychic question? Yeah, like I have like it's like I respect what she does. If I hear her music, like there's things that I see that's a jam to me where I'm just like, okay, cool, like you know what I mean? But I have this weird complex about her and like some of her belief systems. I'm like, does this exactly align with mine? Not like I'm saying just because somebody has a different belief system than me, that it means that oh, like I can't respect what they do and enjoy what they do, but it's just I can't explain it. It's almost in a sense for me it's like unconscious, you know? Yeah, I'm more of a Rihanna girl. Like I love Rihanna. I love Rihanna. Like she's just I just love that she's just like the top she's the top of her game. She's as famous as she is. She is as successful as she is, but she yet carries such a humbleness to her. There's this humbleness where it's like I respect that she's always stayed true to where she really came from and always stayed true. Like I feel like she's the kind of person as a friend, like if she's a friend that's a friend. You know what I mean? Like she has the same friends for years. It's like I'm sure when they're around her, like it's like yeah, she's all these things and whatever, but she's always the same. She's the same as Robin from Barbados. You know what I mean? And I love that about her. This is a realness about her. I just love. But that's island people. You know? Yeah, like when it comes to Nikki, I think Nikki might be having a girl. I don't know, I feel girl. I just sense a girl. I was thinking boy, I'm like, yeah, like I'm just like, yeah. Like it's like I feel like the message and what she's trying to do is is great. But at the same time, there's always something that's foreshadowing it. That's like systematic, where it's like, okay, it's for us, but it's not. It's for us, but it's not for us in a sense where it's like it's for us only. You know what I mean? It's for us, but it's like it fits inglued in this tapestry of what they they would want. You know what I mean? So essentially, it's like in its purest form, it's not just for us. You know what I mean? So like that's why when I see these certain things, it's like because she's of great influence. It's like you think one thing, but it's really trying to lead you to go down another road. You know what I mean? So, and it's like I think that it's like we're stepping in an era right now where it's like, well, it's always been there. It's just been a little bit more silent. But we're stepping into an era where it's like there's that silent segregation that's trying to come into play, where it's like we're trying to keep everybody separate and at distance so that we can keep people more in a space of not trusting each other and trusting others, so that essentially, you trust what you feel like resonates with yourself. But not all the time do the things that you trust that resonate with yourself are always pure. They're usually triggering. It could be something that could be triggering. It could just be even a negative mindset. But it's like, essentially, it's like division and being, like that's what I feel. Yeah. It's like, this knowledge. Like I was having this conversation with somebody the other day, and we were talking about like, conspiracy stuff and things like that. And they're really into stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to sound like the Debbie Downer, but it's like, okay, we have all this information. You get all this information, there's all these things are broken down, all these secrets, all these blah, blah, blah. And we know, I guess you're showing enough. You don't really know everything. And essentially, it's like, okay, it's like this world, and where this world is turning, if you allow yourself to delve into it, seeing it from a very dark lens, it is what it is. But essentially, when it comes to being woke, you know what I mean? Yeah, I believe he's a Mason. But when it comes to being woke, you have to understand, essentially, when it comes to being woke, it's like, and seeing things past what's being shown to you, what are you going to do with that information? Because realistically, it's not like one person can take down the whole tower, right? But if the knowledge that you take in, you use it as a way, in a sense, to navigate, then essentially you can find yourself in a space where you're living your life in the most purest light. And that's the thing for me. It's just like, at the end of the day, there's nothing I can do about what's going on. I would like to hope I can. I can say some things, and I could light a fire in the 17 people that are in this room. And that could just be enough. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's not, you can't take the information that's being told to you and use it as a sense of instilling fear or having an arrogance about feeling like you know more. It's really just a tool to navigate. Like, I know that when you shoot that gun and you aim it at somebody's head, depending on the gun, I know how it's going to make that person's head explode. You know what I mean? I know how it, I can learn that. I can know that. But at the end of the day, doesn't mean that I'm going to go try it myself, or I'm going to go delve into the arena of how that's done. You know what I mean? It's like, I know it. I have the information, and this is the information that I will keep and use to navigate. And that's all it is. Exactly. Just preventive care. Exactly. So that's just my thing with it. Like, when I'm seeing that, like, Black Lives Matters, it's like, what they do is that they take something that is positive or a mindset of a group of people, and they exploit it. You know what I mean? For their benefit. So it's like, when you see something overly promoted, or something that's overly being seen, it's not because, we all, yeah. It's because there's a benefit from promoting this message. You know what I mean? And it's the benefit that promotes this message. It obviously moves everything into a certain sense of segregation and keeping everything split. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, for example, like when it's like Obama came into office, it's like everybody was like a melting pot coming together. Like, you know, like Obama, this black man, I'm this white woman, and I support him. Oh, the gays and the lesbians and the queers, and we support them. And it's like we're all coming together in love, and love wins. And then darkness sees that, and it's like, oh no, we can't have that. That's why we're gonna put that little orange man in there. And now it's all about segregation and let's be split apart and your white privilege and you know, you don't understand, and that's black people and immigrants and all those things that are very true, but it's like it's just like it's all in tapestry of segregation. And then the next president comes in, is like, okay, let's how do we oversee and control and keep order in what's split up, you know? We will go back to a sense of unity. But it's all about the power of the mind at the end of the day. And it's just about just knowing. Like, for example, when that man died. Sorry, why is his name slipping my head right now? George, why am his name is slipping me right now? I'm sorry. I'm having a brain fart. I'm having a bomb brain. But everybody has been protesting. George Floyd. Everyone's been protesting. And people don't think protesting is done. You hear nothing about these protests. But these protests are still continuing in many states around the country. You know what I mean? But it's like, it's all about what media wants to show you. What the media does not want to show you. And that's why Trump is stopping TikTok, because there's people that are on there doing their TikToks like, you think that these protests and stuff, we still out here. Like, we're still doing this stuff. Guess what? This happened today. And this happened today. And then whoever finds that information is useful is like, well, I'll be damned. If I turned on Fox News, I would have thought that everything is fine. All the sports have opened back up. People are kind of slowly transitioning out of COVID. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So, our reality, man. Our reality is just everything. And you just got to know how to navigate. And that's why you have to stay the closest to God at all times. Because God will let you know. God will make you see. God will make you understand. You know? Exactly. Shit, I wouldn't know that if you didn't tell me. I had a general question too. How do you feel what happens spiritually when you're struck by lightning? I'm not exactly sure. That's a hard question. But usually when you're like, so I've known people that, from what I've seen, what I've heard, and what I would scientifically think, just because like lightning is like the utmost, highest voltage of light, natural light, that is. It would obviously illuminate some kind of, I feel like it is, I sense it activates the DNA. Because there's people that literally, I've heard stories of people that got struck by lightning, and then all of a sudden they had this like innate mathematical skill, or they learned how to like play piano, you know what I mean, or some shit like that. You know, it's essentially it's an activation of DNA. So say like if intuition is in your DNA, shit, if you went one day blind, tomorrow you'll be open. If, for example, in your DNA that you had a lot of people in your DNA that were carvers, there's that. Because your DNA is everything. Like, everything is stored in your DNA. Everything you are and who everyone was before you is in your DNA. It's not by practice and teaching and being told. The truth is in your DNA. Okay, so I'm gonna move into, because we're already almost on here for an hour. And I need to get this bugger to bed because I don't know if he's up. I can't see him right now. He's in the living room with my parents, but usually he's... Oh, shit. All right, so let's get into it. So what we're picking up on the full moon prediction and feeling and such and natures and these things. You know, there was one thing in the Beyonce film that resonated with that our ancestors are guiding us from within. Asheo, amen. I just got to chill. I love that. Yes, your DNA never lies. Your DNA, and it's funny because like I used to be into Nichiren Buddhism. I used to chant, and chanting is something that you do that activates the vibrations of chanting. Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, activates your DNA, and when I started chanting, that's when my gifts that I had, my psychic abilities, that is, got even stronger. And came out more to the forefront. Because I knew I had something, but I was just kind of like, oh, well, whatever. Walking around being all imbalanced and shit. Because, you know, I have this thing that's trying to come to the forefront, and I'm not nurturing it. But yeah, there's that. Okay, so let's get into it. So let's get, guys, just feel like I need to say a prayer. Lord Jesus, give it all praise and the glory, God. And I'd just like to thank you, Jesus. I want to thank you for the victories. I want to thank you for the beautiful things that happen in our life in Jesus' glorious name. Lord Jesus, I pray that you bless everyone in this room right now and saturate them with the blood of Jesus from the crown of their heads to the sole of feet. And we ask that you stand forth and bring through the messages of what's going to come this full moon. I pray that you just protect me, protect everyone in this room, and cleanse our energies away from evil, and that we're steered into the right direction and in a space of achieving the highest, most light. Amen. Okay, so first things first, what I got about this full moon, I don't know why. Okay, I just got this, and I'm just going to say it. I don't know why I feel like there's going to be a rape that is going to come to the forefront, and it has something to do with media. It could be has something to do with government. But something, I feel like we're about to be hit with a boomerang of some information. I get a number 2, so I don't know if it's within 2 weeks or whatever case may be. But first things first, what I feel with this full moon, I feel like the full moon that's coming in is going to start to activate everyone's energy back up again. I think because of COVID, it's allowed us to kind of be a little bit dormant, a little bit stagnant, and a little bit like more tiresome in our energy. But I feel like by the end of this week, like everyone's energy is going to be perking back up, and people are going to start to feel like in some ways that they can start safely planning what they see for themselves by the end of this year. I feel like there is going to be a second wave of this COVID thing. It's not like it ever went away, but I feel like there's going to be a second wave of it. It's going to be hard and quick. Like, I feel like by January, it's like everything feels like it's somewhat under control. Because even though it's hard and it's quick, there's something about this hard and quick one where it's like, it's being allowed to be in a much more curable state than it was before. It's just that I feel like the symptoms come in stronger and harder than most. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, you know how there's some people that were been getting it and haven't had any, like, symptoms? Like, people that actually will catch it will have symptoms, like, right away. Like, within the next 2 to 3 days, you know, without a doubt, you're going to know you have it. You know what I mean? But there's a cure. There's something that you can do that could reshift it. It feels like it has something to do with heat. But it has something to do with heat. Heat cleansing out. Vapors. Heat cleansing out. Vapors. Is what I'm getting. But I feel like this full moon that is coming up, I don't know why too. Some people are going to probably experience some people coming back from the past. Like people coming back from the past that they haven't spoken to in a while. Some people are going to actually experience that. Some people are going to actually experience some spiritual awakenings as well. Which is why diet can create some changes in psychic ability. That is correct. Like right now, I've went back to being a pescatarian, and I've noticed that my intuition is I use my third eye every day, so it's pretty up to par. But it's like it feels like it's more sharper. I'm more clear. I'm getting to a space that I'm more clear-minded. Now that I'm not eating meat, because when I was eating meat, I was just a mutter mess all over the place. But now that I'm not eating meat, it's like I find myself more clear-minded. But I feel like, yeah, this is what this full moon has to come in. I think it's a good time. It's a strong manifestation time as well. So anybody that does like candles or prayers or anything like that, this will be the time to do it. But yeah, that's what I do sense coming up for this full moon. But I'm going to be signing off now because I'm stayed on a little bit longer than I was supposed to. So if you have any questions or concerns, or if you would like to get a psychic reading, you can hit me up on Instagram, or you can hit me up on Facebook or on my email. Again, if you haven't already, make sure that you like this video, you know, share, tell a friend about me. I don't know. If you have any prayer requests, I think I'm going to start bringing prayer requests back. If you have any prayer requests, just hit me up in my email. So I do want to thank y'all for your time and rocking with me. May God bless you and the angels protect you. Good night.